Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Lauren and welcome back to our channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, today I am going to be doing the highly anticipated, highly requested 1 year post Accutane update. So if you are not familiar with my Accutane journey, I am going to leave a link in my description box below so you can catch up on all of my Accutane vlogs. I think I have about 8 or 9 vlogs from my Accutane journey. So if you don't know what this face, let me get a little closer for y'all. If you don't know what this face looked like before, about a year ago, like a year to a year and a half ago, then I highly recommend you to close out of this video for the time being, go catch up on all my other Accutane vlogs, and then come back so that you can see the progress from the very beginning up until now. So I'm just so excited to be doing this video. You guys have been in my DMs on Instagram. You have been sending me emails via my Gmail account, and a lot of you guys have also been commenting down below on any of my Accutane vlogs. So it's very exciting. I'm very passionate about talking about Accutane because it really changed my life. It changed my skin. Like I said, if you know what my skin looked like before and you see what it looked like now, it just worked tremendously beyond my expectations. And just a side note, I am filming, you know, Henry and I just moved to New Jersey. And I'm filming in what is going to be our office. It has the best lighting, as you can see, but we do have some stuff in the background, so just ignore that. But yes, I'm so excited to get into this video. I compiled some questions that you guys have asked me a lot through Instagram and through the comments in the previous vlogs. So I'm just going to go back over those questions that I answered privately for some people, because I know you guys have these questions. And if you are watching this video because you're doing some research on Accutane, because you're already on Accutane and you just want to know what to expect in the end or anything like that, I'm just so excited that you guys clicked on my video, and I can't wait to show you the progress. So at the end, I'm going to have some pictures of what my face looked like before, and then I'm going to do a close-up on what my skin looks like now. So I have a complete little list of everything that I need to go over and all the questions that I want to answer for you guys, and so let's just hop right in. So the first question is pretty general. Would I recommend Accutane to anyone? Yes, yes, and yes, okay? I would highly recommend Accutane. A lot of people who probably clicked on this video and who are probably thinking about getting on Accutane are people who have probably struggled with acne for so long, and you're probably adults now and are still struggling with acne, and I was that person. I've always struggled with my skin. I don't really know why. My sisters don't have acne issues. My mom has some skin issues, but not as what I experienced. But no one, it doesn't really like run in my family. So I was really confused as to why I was the only one who had imperfect skin and everyone else's skin was just, you know, just normal, you know, regular blemishes here and there. But I had acne, like I can remember as little as elementary school. So I'm saying that to say that I just can't believe that in 6 months I was able to take some type of prescription drug that cleared my face up permanently. So that's just crazy to me. So I highly recommend Accutane for everyone. I know everyone's experience may not be what my experience was, but I'm hoping that everyone has a pleasant experience, and yes, I would recommend Accutane. Other people had questions about the cost. So if you look at my previous vlogs, I'm not sure which one it was, there was one time where I was opening up the prescription and it showed me how much Accutane would have been if I didn't have insurance coverage. So Accutane would have cost $1,122, and that's per refill. So being on Accutane for a few months, paying $1,100 each month, I mean, hey, what do you want to pay for perfect skin, really? But thank God I had insurance. And at the time, I had Cigna. So I had Cigna insurance and it covered it, and I only had to pay a $10 copay. So that is amazing. That's like 99% coverage. So that's just crazy. So you definitely want to have insurance in place before you start Accutane, because you don't want to have to pay $1,000 a month. Also, how long was I on it? I was on Accutane for 6 months. I think I started in October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, so maybe I started in November. I must have started in November because my last refill was in May. So I was on Accutane for 6 months. That's kind of like the standard, but when you go see your dermatologist, they'll be able to let you know what they recommend for you. Some people are on it for longer than 6 months. Some people are on it for less than 6 months. So it really just depends upon your skin type and what your dermatologist recommends. Next is side effects, and this is the question that I get the most. What happened to me when I started taking Accutane? Were there any side effects? And I would say that I experienced one major side effect, which is the dryness. Your skin will be so dry. I just can't. I was trying to find things to moisturize my skin with. I think I was moisturizing it with Vaseline because my skin was so dry. My lips continued to crack. Around my nose was dry. Everything was dry. So that was one of the major side effects. I know another side effect of being on Accutane are suicidal thoughts, and they talk to you about that ahead of time to let you know that that may be something that you experience. I personally did not experience any suicidal thoughts at all, so I can't even begin to even try to tell you how to deal with that. If you are experiencing suicidal thoughts, I'm not quite sure, you know, what state of mind you're in and things of that nature, but thank God I did not experience any suicidal thoughts. So the only side effect that I experienced was dryness, and it was very severe dryness. It wasn't any mild case or whatever. It was very severe. What was the most annoying thing about the entire process? So I would say that the most annoying thing about the entire Accutane process has got to be the blood tests, the monthly checkups. That was so annoying. So, like I said, if you watch the previous videos, you'll see that you have to go to the dermatologist. Sorry, I keep having to burp. You have to go to the dermatologist every single month, and the dermatologist visit is directly after your blood test. So you have to go get blood drawn, and it's a lot of blood too. It's like 2 or 3 tubes. So you have to go get your blood drawn each month, and the number one thing of why they're testing your blood is to, one, make sure that you're not pregnant. Because if you're pregnant, Accutane can severely affect your unborn child, and I think it has a great chance of being born with birth defects. So they're number one checking to make sure that you're not pregnant if you're a female, and then they're also checking other things within your body like your liver function. So I know the liver function was really big as well. But those blood tests are so annoying. You have to take one before you start Accutane to see what your blood levels are like and to make sure that you're not pregnant. And then you take one each month to make sure that your blood levels and the liver and everything is being maintained and your liver levels aren't escalating and things of that nature. And then you take one more at a month after you're off of Accutane. So taking all those blood tests is very annoying. You kind of get used to it. If you're someone who's afraid of needles, I don't know how you're gonna do it, because each month I'm still sitting there scared, just as scared as the first month. So it never got old to me. It was always something new, and it was very annoying because I had to work. So getting up very early in the morning to get to LabCorp before a line forms, to get the blood drawn just to make sure that I'm at work on time, that was a hassle. And I didn't want to go on like a Saturday, because you know Saturdays are like the busiest times and stuff like that. So I would say that that was one of the most annoying things. And then another annoying thing were the dryness of my lips. Oh my gosh, like you can't even exfoliate. Like trying to exfoliate your lips, you'll be doing that 24/7, okay? The lip dryness was real. I was not used to that at all, because when I started, I had oily skin, so I'm not used to dry anything. Like I said, if I exfoliate my lips at night and I wake up, my lips would be just as dry and cracked the next morning. So it was really no use. I'll put Vaseline on my lips, Carmex, just anything I could get my hands on. Your lips would soak up that moisture in minutes. Like, I mean, I would be reapplying lip gloss and chapstick and stuff like that every like 10 minutes. That was so annoying, and I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that anymore. Let's see. Oh, another big one everybody I'm sure wants to know is what happened immediately after I stopped taking Accutane. Like, everyone wants to know, like, do you turn into a freak? Do you turn into an alien? What happens after you stop taking that medicine? Does your face break out immediately? What happens? So, me personally, everything stayed the same. My skin was still dry, and I kind of like dry skin, especially being into makeup. It's easier to, what do they say? It's easier to add than to take away. So when I started, I had very, very oily skin, and you have to work overtime to, you know, get your face mattified. So I like starting out with dry skin because I could moisturize my face as much as I wanted to. So I didn't have a problem with having dry skin. I love having dry skin, okay? The lip dryness started to go away, so my lips started returning back. Oh my God. And the inside of my nose, I forgot about that. As far as the side effects and the dryness, your nose on the inside is so dry. But anyway, so my lips started to return back to normal. My nose started to return back to normal. My skin was still dry. My skin was the best it ever looked. I want to say like the next 3 to 4 months after Accutane. And like I said, I'll insert clips of that later. My skin, I swear, like I was in love with myself, okay? It was like dewy and smooth and like supple and like pudding-like. Best my skin has ever looked, okay? I did not break out immediately after getting off Accutane, and I was really scared that I would, just because you're taking a certain medicine to keep your skin clear for 6 months, all that time, and then you just stop. They don't lower the dosage or anything like that. You just stop. Complete, you know, cold turkey. And you know, sometimes that's not good for your body if your body is used to certain things. So I thought I was going to break out, and I didn't. So I was really, really happy about that. And then the current state of my skin. So the current state of my skin, I will definitely say that it is not like how it was when I immediately got off Accutane. My skin did return back to being oily. I would say, like, if I had a scale of 1 to 10, and if we're talking about oiliness, in the beginning, before I ever even started Accutane, the oiliness of my skin was a 10. It was legit a 10, like even a 12. My skin was very, very oily. I couldn't make it throughout the day, you know, like a work day without my face looking like I just put some baby oil on it. Now, I would say, in about a year and a month after Accutane, I would say the oiliness, I can't even talk. The oiliness of my skin is about a 7.5. So it started out as far as dryness, and I'm sorry, not as far as dryness, as far as oiliness before, when I was on Accutane, my skin was a 1. 1 being the most dry. So my skin has definitely, the moisture has returned. I would much rather be as dry as I was before, just because, like I said, I can add moisture in, but I can't take it away. So I would much rather be as dry as I was before, but I'm glad that I'm not as oily as I was before. I would say that I have a little bit more texture in my face now. Not too much, but I definitely have a little bit more texture in my face than what I did before. And when I say before, I'm talking immediately after I stopped taking Accutane. So my skin has changed a little bit. I had to change up my skincare regimen and everything because it did not stay how it was before. But it's in nowhere near the same form and texture as it was before I even started taking Accutane. I just lost my train of thought. I also wanted to say breakouts. I've never had breakouts since I stopped taking Accutane. I mean, I don't want to say like I didn't get a bump here and a bump there. Like whatever, one bump every 2 or 3 months or something like that. But I have not had any breakouts whatsoever. So I am so grateful for that. Like I said, getting off of Accutane, I didn't know what was going to happen. So not having any breakouts, that is amazing. So I'm really grateful for Accutane. I'm happy with my results. I wouldn't change the experience whatsoever. I wouldn't change everything I went through to get the clearness of my skin that I have now. I'm in love with it 100%. So I am going to insert some pictures of what my face looked like before, and I'm gonna have to dig up these pictures, so hopefully I can I have some really good ones to enter. And then I'm gonna show you a video of what my skin looks like now. So that will be the end of this Accutane 1 year, I'm about to say 1 month, 1 year post Accutane update. I am so glad that you guys are still watching those vlogs and are still asking questions. If I didn't answer any of the questions, or if you have any additional questions that you'd like to ask, please just drop it in the comment box below, and I will be so happy to answer those questions for you, okay? So yeah, that concludes this video. I will leave the before and after pictures and video at the end of this video, and I hope to see you guys in our next vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later.